This is a match. You struck one this morning. You felt the rasp, then the flare. That took 2 seconds. It poisoned the people who made it. It cost 1/10 of a penny. For 400,000 years, fire was kept alive, never made in a moment. Then a chemist named John Walker made the first by accident, in Stockton, in 1827. Within 20 years, they were everywhere. But it began with the fire it replaced. Before the match, fire was kept, or borrowed from the neighbors. There is a phrase for that: borrow a light. It predates electricity by 3 centuries. Walker made the match by accident, mixing chemicals on a stick when it caught on the hearth tile. He sold them in tin boxes and never patented the design. 3 years later, someone improved it by adding white phosphorus. White phosphorus is a soft yellow wax that melts at 44 degrees Celsius. It catches with the smallest friction and glows faintly in the dark. And it is a poison. Bryant and May opened in Bow in 1843, dipping the matches by hand. Most of the workers were under 16, working 14-hour shifts for 4 shillings a week. They were fined for talking, for dropping a match, and for going to the toilet. The fines came out of the 4 shillings. Bryant and May's records are uneven. 3 inspectors filed 3 different numbers, and the factory's own book gives a 4th. Which number was true is not known. What is known is the disease. It started in the teeth, an ache, a bad smell from the mouth. Then the gum peeled back, and the bone behind it died. In the dark, it would glow green. They called it phossy jaw. Doctors had been writing about it since 1845. And in 1888, a journalist interviewed the women. Annie Besant. The piece was called White Slavery. 1,400 women walked out, and the company gave in within 3 weeks. The wage rose, the fines were dropped. It looked like a clear ending. The matches did not change. The bigger story was sitting outside Britain. Sweden had banned the chemical in 1853. Denmark next, then France a few years later. In 1891, the Salvation Army opened a rival factory in London using red phosphorus, paying double the wage, and selling matches called lights in darkest England, while Bryant and May kept using white phosphorus. They lobbied against the ban until 1901. Bryant and May fought the legislation for another 10 years. Britain banned it in 1908. 55 years after Sweden, 20 years after the strike, and 56 years after the first medical report. The number of victims is uncertain. The women who survived died slowly, their jawbones disintegrating for years. Bryant and May's records were lost in the war. The Bow factory closed in 1979, but the brick is still standing. It is now luxury flats, called the Bow Quarter. A 2-bedroom sells for £500,000. The match is in your pocket or in a kitchen drawer. Fire used to be slow. The people who fixed that are not in the brochure. the Podcat. The object is silent. The history is not. Subscribe.